is this? Like, come on, guys, seriously. Okay. Now, the thing is, you can't take trades without learning the candles. Right now we're just learning how candles move. Once we start learning candles, then we're going to talk about how you can start taking trades. That comes later on. So right now we're just learning candles. So let's have some patience. This is why, people don't have patience when they trade. You need to have patience. So let's look at the next 4 hour. The next 4 hour went extremely bearish. Now we want to see that, okay, how did this 4 hour candle go down on the 1 hour candles? This is how it went down. So now if you see that candles were making lower highs and lower lows, and they continued to move down, right? So whenever you're looking for sells, you're looking to see that, okay, if I'm going to look for sells at this point, let's say if I'm going to look for a sell at this point, I want candles to respect the previous high. So when you're looking to see, okay, how am I going to execute a trade? You are visualizing a trade, right? You're visualizing, you're creating a bias. So before this 4 hour candle formed, you're creating a bias to say that, okay, my bias is bearish because the 4 hour is bearish here. If my bias is bearish, and if I want to take a sell, I want my stop to be above the 4 hour candle, and I anticipate the next 4 hour candle to continue moving bearish. But now when you break it down to the 1 hour, let's say if someone trades the 1 hour, then they'll say, okay, well, maybe if I want to take a sell right now, I'd want my stop loss to be above this candle, and I'm going to be executing over here. Executing trades is really, really hard. Why? Because you don't trust yourself. And you don't trust yourself because you haven't seen things happen over and over again. That's the most important part. So you need to get really good at executing trades. If you think that prices are going to continue moving bearish, then you would know. If you've been making notes, you would know that, okay, what's the first step? The first step, okay, what's the first step? Can someone tell me what's the first step? The first step. The first step, someone said it is... Someone said identify a trend. That's wrong. First step is to identify a stop loss. First step is to always identify a stop loss. Whenever you're going to take a trade, first step is you're always saying, where is going to be my stop loss? So if you're looking for a sell in this situation, you're asking yourself, where will be my stop loss if I take a sell? If you take a sell, your stop loss is going to be above the candle, because if you're looking for sells, you're anticipating candles are going to make lower highs and lower lows. Basically, because if you're looking for sells, you're anticipating price to continue moving bearish, make lower highs and lower lows. And for price to move bearish, you need candles to respect the previous high, like this here on the 4 hour, and then right over here, lower highs and lower lows, right? You're always marking down where your stop loss is going to be, right? If for some reason, let's say this candle here, it starts breaking the high of the previous candle, let's say like this, then your sell is invalid. This is why you're identifying your stop loss the first thing that you do. Whenever you're identifying a trade, you're identifying where your stop loss is going to be. So let's move on to the next example here. We're going to have a lot of examples here on basic trades as well, so we're going to put someone on the spot. All right, so this is what we have, the 4 hour. Now, just by looking at this 4 hour candle, do we know where price is going to go? I don't think so. No, we don't know where price is going to go. We can't really execute a trade. We don't know where price is going to go. But if we look at the 1 hour, can we agree that on the 1 hour we have a support forming here? Right? Because we had a bearish, bullish candle here, then we had a bearish candle, and then we have 2 bullish candles. So you're like, okay, well, if this is the time I'm coming to the charts, we have a support forming here, right? So maybe the 4 hour can go up, maybe not. We don't know, because there's still some sort of like a minor resistance forming here, so we might want to wait. So let's see what happens as the next 4 hour candle forms, right? So the next 4 hour candle goes bullish. Okay, so let's say let's say that we went out for a bath